Have you ever noticed that as soon as you stop thinking about a problem, it doesn't exist anymore? It doesn't feel like a problem anymore because you're not keeping it alive in your world anymore. This is something I learned from the spiritual teacher called Eckhart Tolle, because I used to very often feel that heavy burden of having a problem. Like it was something that was attached to me that I just couldn't get rid of. Like it was completely pulling me under and pulling my day and my world down with it. But when he pointed out and asked, "What problem do you have right now?" it really made me open a new door to a new world. Because he helped me see that, first of all, right now, there is no problem. There might be a situation you need to deal with, but right now there is no problem. And second of all, if you come into the present moment, which means basically stop thinking about future and past, meaning you then stop focusing on your problems and therefore your problems are gone. I do understand that this might be a hard thing to grasp and that it can be quite hard to accept. But if you really think about it, like imagine not thinking about the problem you currently have. Imagine not thinking about that. That is completely out of your mind. It then doesn't exist in your world anymore. You're then free of that problem. And just simply knowing this can be such a savior in so many situations and so many ways. Seeing that technically the problem is only in my mind, it only exists in my mind. That yes, there may be a situation you need to deal with, but the problem is only in the mind. And as soon as you stop focusing on it, stop thinking about it, the problem is gone. At the beginning, I used to always realize this very strongly when I fell asleep, because when you're sleeping and you're dreaming, you don't brood about your problems, you don't think about your problems, so they don't exist during the night while you're sleeping. And so the next morning when I'd wake up, they would always catch up with me. But that's only because I then started focusing on them again and thinking about them. Then when I was like distracted during the day, I then reflected on some moments. I was like, wow, that problem didn't exist in that moment. And why? Because I didn't focus on it. I didn't think about it. So technically, we can free ourselves from problems that we think we have.